Hello academics that's around the world. Welcome back to Caltex Academy. In case you're new, my name is Julius and thank you for joining us today. On our board, we have some fractions that look so scary but easy. What do you think gonna start while having this kind of fraction? So as you think for a second, okay, welcome back. So at this point, we have to study this fraction carefully. We have around 4 fractions integrated here. The first one is down here, then this one is making the second one, and finally we have the third one. So 3 fractions are in the denominator, and we have this general one here making the fourth one. So while dealing with this kind of question, you must make sure that we start with the smallest one down here. Now if that sounds great, let us get our hands dirty. And this time I want to organize our work a little bit by having our ruler somewhere here to create this division sign. We write our 3 waiting for us here, and that is plus. So let's also have 4 here. Then we're gonna divide this by our smallest fraction here. This fraction we're working with, I'm gonna put it in a special color because that shows where exactly we are working out. So we have 2 minus 1/3. Place these 2 over 1. We can go ahead and start working out this one to make sure that it is one fraction. So as we do that, we need to maintain our fraction here. That is the general one. And as before, we're going to use our ruler here to make our work a little organized. Representing our 3 waiting for us patiently. Now we have our 4 from the numerator, and this divides also the fraction we are working on. The LCM of 1 and 3 is also what? 3. So we can divide 3 divided by 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. So we're going to put a 6 here, and the sign in the middle is minus. So 3 divided by 3 goes 1. So 1 times this 1 is also 1. Now we need to simplify this fraction, and as we simplify, we have to maintain everything intact, where we have 1 all over also our fraction, and we have 3, and this 3 is added to 4. This is divided by the denominator will reduce down into something smaller, so that is single fraction. 6 minus 1 is 5. So we're going to have 5 here divided by 3. Now we have a number over a number over a number. It looks complicated for nothing. We're dividing 4 by this fraction 5 over 3. Let's maintain our 1 up here divided by 3 plus. Now this time we're going to have 4, and this 4 is going to divide our fraction here. And which fraction is that? That is the improper fraction over 3. It's also good to have this one over 1. So let me remove this extra tail and get some different color here, placing it over 1. When we divide fraction, we have to always change the division sign to multiplication, and after changing, remember the fraction we're dividing with need to be interchanged, where the numerator goes to the denominator and the denominator comes to the numerator. So let's move on and implement exactly what I've just said here, and we have our 1 still all over the denominator. Here we still have our 3 plus our 4 over 1. We have multiplication. So we're going to interchange 3 from the denominator to the numerator, and 5 from the numerator to the denominator. So let's also move on and have our numerator 3 is added to 4 times 3, we get 12. We divide this by 1 times 5, we also get what? 5. Wow, So since we have got a single fraction from these two fractions we have reduced to 1, then we can move on and also combine the two fractions here. Again, we can now make this 3 stand over 1 in order for us to see our LCM coming out clearly. And with that, we need to have some extra space here and we maintain our 1 here. We need to have a division for the denominator of this denominator. It sounds so interesting, and this denominator, the denominator is the LCM of 1 and 5, which is 5. So we're gonna divide 5 by 1, that is 5, and 5 times is 3, we get 15. The sign in the middle is addition, so 5 divided by 5, we get 1, and 1 times 12 is also 12. So let's add this together before we have that division handle. We're gonna have our 1 still up here, but this time we're gonna reduce this division sign because what we have in the denominator is already small. And when we add 15 plus 12, we get 27. Therefore, we're gonna have from the denominator our 27 divided by 5. Wow, everything is falling in well. Let us move on and make our second final step. Let's have 1 such that we divide this by denominator, and our denominator is 27 over 5. Now the same reasoning we have done earlier on, we need to bring it back here where we say if we have a division sign, we have to change it into a multiplication sign. So once we have it as a multiplication, then we have to interchange the numerator and the denominator. So our denominator has gone up and is 5. Then our numerator has come down, that is 27. Now the good news is all these are 1, 1. So simply when you multiply, you have the same thing appearing like this green. And that is our last destination for this question, where we're going to have 5 over 27 as the answer of that scary looking fraction. So before we confidently sign out, if you have not subscribed to Caltex Academy, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and become a member of this great channel. And again, I need to check out, are you sure that this question is really giving us that answer as 5 over 27? So using our calculator, we're going to move back to our question and check and see that exactly we have not made any error and our answer is the same. So let's get our calc and enter everything. I don't know if my calculator will handle it, but let me try. Since I have a button for fraction here, I think it will handle. So we have 3, and this 3 is entered here. We have addition sign, and we're adding this to 4, and 4 is another fraction over 2, and 2 is subtracted away this fraction, 1/3. When I punch the equal sign, I get my 5 over 27 as we have concluded before. And from here, we can give smile to our faces because we have worked it successfully without any error. And that is how you handle fractions that look so complex. See you in my next upcoming videos. Peace out.